come you're so handsome? He's a handsome baby. Oh, I'm gonna stand up real quick. There we go.
Well, welcome everyone
Yes,
to today's
welcome.
very, very sunny, very warm live at lunchtime.
Yes, it
Hi,
is
I'm
gorgeous.
Alex. Oh, I'm sorry. Gotta be careful. I waved. I waved.
That's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. This is Nelson.
And I'm Michelle. And Kristen's behind the camera. And we are with a very cute pair indeed.
We are Nelson and Pedro.
Yes. So, like Alex said, this is Nelson. He's one of our Mustangs here at the sanctuary. And this is Pedro.
Yes, come here, buddy. You're okay. You're okay.
Now, he's still getting to know us a little. So he's a little bit more shy. And you gotta move kind of slow until he gets to know you a little bit.
There we go.
Right, see, that's better.
Treats always help.
That's better. He's a good boy, aren't you?
And we are in a pasture that we have called the Wild Ones. These
Yes.
two sweet and wild boys right here.
Nelson is highly photographed here at the sanctuary because he is
he-
absolutely gorgeous, right?
I mean, just look at
Yes.
that little like curly mane
He's got a
that
really-
waves.
Yeah, and he's got a really cool marking on his face. He's got the star, but if you look really close,
Mm-hmm.
can I see? He's got a very faded strip, like a very faded. Hi.
Like a
Hi.
whisper of one.
Yep.
Very
Good boy.
Hi.
Very faded strip all the way down his muzzle. Yes, you do. You want another one? Okay. I'll
So,
give you one.
as we said, Nelson is one of our Wild American Mustangs here at the sanctuary. And Pedro over here is a standard donkey. So they are one of our mixed pairings
Yes.
in terms of our pasture groups here, because horses and donkeys, both equines, they get along very
Yes.
well.
Yes, they
And these
do.
two, they get along so well.
A funny story here about their background.
Yes.
The reason Mr. Pedro is in here with Nelson,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm going to tell on you just a little
Yes, and has been since he came here.
bit, is because Mr. Pedro here did not get along with anyone else at the
No,
sanctuary
no.
except Nelson,
Yes.
right? So now he's Nelson's buddy because
Mhm.
Nelson was the only one that accepted him into his little herd here, right?
We've talked before about our process in terms of introducing new residents that come to the sanctuary to what we hope to be, their home pasture, the one that they live out on full time. And it's a process, it's like when you get a new roommate, hopefully you get along, but sometimes you may not.
Yep.
And so with Pedro, finding him his new buddy, took some time, but now look at them.
Hi, guys.
They are
Aren't they
just the
sweet?
sweetest.
They are very, very sweet.
But
Very
Pedro, what are you
intelligent.
doing? You got your head, you're hanging low.
What's going on, buddy?
And I think we need to get a good close-up of who I think has the best ears at the sanctuary. Pedro's ears.
Pedro, I think, has the biggest ears also.
Not love those ears?
Oh. Here, Bubba.
I mean, how cute are they when they move around as he's listening to what's going on? They're the best.
They
See?
are.
There they are.
You're a cutie. So Pedro here is about 14 years old, and Nelson is about, hi, handsome, is about 24 years old. Here. You guys are a little head shy, huh?
They get a little skittish sometimes.
A little head shy. That's okay. That's okay.
That just shows, horses, donkeys, mules, while they may have similar traits among each individual species, as individual animals, they got different personalities. Some
Yes,
are
they
more
do.
friendly, some are more shy.
And these guys know it's funny with the Mustangs. So, yes, they will come up to the fence most times and let you pet them and love on them. Yeah, hi. Are you sniffing me? Thank you. But it's different when you're inside their territory. So it's a little bit different. They might come over to you, but when you walk inside their territory, you have to watch their body language and see how comfortable they are with you on the inside,
Right.
right? Which is why I'm kneeling down.
Into their home.
I can pop up pretty easily if I need to.
Mhm.
I'm not sitting on the ground, but this is a less intimidating stance for
Yes.
them.
Hi.
And he's still getting to know me. Now it's funny. Nelson here has a very special relationship with my youngest son, Benjamin.
Oh, yes.
And they are buddies. Whenever my son is here, they snuggle up together over the fence line. And he just tends to stay with my son, which is so very sweet. Hi, Bubba. Yeah. Oh, I know those flies are bugging you.
It is fly season, so if you see their tails wagging or if they're like kind of kicking out a little bit, it's just the flies coming around.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're all waking up. So Nelson here, like I said, he's a Wild American Mustang. He was born around 1999. He was captured by the BLM in Nevada, and his future was in jeopardy due to the 2004 Burns Amendment, which reversed the long-standing federal policy that protected wild horses from being sold at auction and thus to shipped to slaughter plants. And we traveled to the BLM adoption event and brought Nelson here back to the sanctuary in 2005. So now uh-oh, Pedro, what are you doing?
Notice again, I'm standing here quietly. As you saw earlier when I waved, it kind of scared him, so I'm making sure to approach him very differently now.
Yes. Now Nelson, hey buddy. Now Nelson, along with our other Mustangs here, are ambassadors for the Wild Mustang issue that's happening right now.
Very, very much so.
Hi, Bubba.
Yeah.
You're getting so brave.
Yeah.
You're so brave. Right? And Pedro here, I had to stand up because he was biting my back pocket.
He's
for
like,
the
hey,
treats.
what's up? What's up? What's back there? I
can
smell
give you more.
treats.
I can give you more. Here. Okay. Well, you gotta come get it. I'm not going down there. You want it? You want it? Come here. You're usually the snuggle bug. Come over here. Here you go. You want to?
I think the heat might be getting to them a little bit today.
Now Pedro here is a love bug, believe it or not. He might not look like it right now, but he is. Yeah.
If he feels comfortable around you and he approaches you and he's like, yeah, I want to be, he is very much a love bug.
Yeah, he is. And he loves to be snuggled, don't you? Can I step back? So when you're with horses, you're always asking the question, can I do this? Do I have permission to? He let me step closer because he didn't move away from me. That's a good boy. He's got a nice soft eye. Touching with your knuckles is less intimidating than with your whole hand. So you always want to start with that. Okay. Now he's backing up a little bit, so he's telling me, okay, wait a minute. Good boy. I don't have anything. Now Mr. Nelson has a beautiful smile, don't you? Want to smile? Ready? See if I can get him to do it. Ready? Can you smile for everybody? Smile. Smile. Almost. Wait, that's my finger. Okay. It's hard because it's so hot today. These treats are melting in my pocket.
Oh no, they're made of molasses, so very sticky.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wash these pants when I get home.
Oh no.
So Pedro, let's talk about Mr. Pedro over here. Come here, Pedro. Come here. Who's a good boy? I'm gonna step this way. Hi. There, see? Is that better? Oh boy.
Shedding a little bit.
Yeah, they are
All this,
still.
got a bunch of hair in my face.
So Pedro here is a standard donkey. He was rescued in 2018. His birth year is about 2008, so he's about 14, 15 years old. And Pedro and several horses had been abandoned on a property in upstate New York. And we were alerted about the situation and to the plight of the animals by one caring individual who then put us in contact with two others who lived in the area and became involved. So this is what happens when you see something, say something, and work together with people to rescue these animals. So in a wonderfully orchestrated group effort, all the animals in that situation were saved, including Pedro here. We named him Pedro, actually. I don't know what his name was beforehand, but we named him Pedro. And he was treated at the hospital before he arrived here at Cornell for various stages of neglect. But he is now happy and healthy and doing very well out here. And I don't know if many of you saw, but if you look at our TikTok videos, a while back there's a really cool video.
Of them fighting.
Yes,
Play fighting.
Nelson
They
and Pedro.
up on their hind legs.
Yep. Yep.
Very tall.
Very cute. They were very feisty that day, and they put on a show for our students that came to visit.
Yeah, if you scroll back a little bit to our TikTok page or on our Instagram page, you'll be able to see that. It's very fun. And that's just part of it. It's all part of the playtime, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Does that feel good? Oh, you like that?
Oh,
Okay.
what's he doing? He's like, oh.
Okay, baby boy. What do you think, mister? You want to come back over? Swish, swish, swish. Come on over. Come on, handsome. Look at that handsome face. Look at that handsome face. He's got that nice lower lip. He's nice and relaxed. Right? What are you doing?
And it was really fun because, you know, there's something about watching the Mustangs when they really, like, get a good speed going on. As we were coming into here before we started our live, we are opening the gate and starting to walk in, and then we just see whoosh right in front of us this guy running from all the way from their stalls back there to this end of the pasture.
Very majestic.
And we were like, where are you going? Where are you going, Nelson? We came here to see you.
I know those bugs are bothering you, buddy.
Oh, goodness. But it's just so fun because those Mustangs, oh, they're beautiful.
They are.
Beautiful when they run.
Oh, absolutely. You want some more? Come over here, get it. Come on. I can't stand
Pedro
the bug.
definitely wants some. Hey, buddy.
That's a good boy.
There we go.
That's a good boy. Yummers. Delicious, right? So let's talk a little bit about Mustangs, but in particular, stallions. Now, when I have classes here, a lot of the kids will ask me, do you have any stallions here? Because of course they watch the, you know, the Spirit, the Mustang.
Right, they hear that
Right.
word,
Right.
Stallion. Oh, goodness. Whoop.
It's okay. It's okay. So they ask, you know, do you have any stallions here? And the answer is yes. One. We only have one stallion. That's Mr. Nelson over here. Now, I don't know what he got spooked at, but that's okay. He's okay. If you stay calm, they'll stay calm. Right? Right. Come here, Bubba. Come here, honey. Come here, baby. So.
Oh, he's sleepy. Big yawn over there.
Here, honey. So anyway, so stallions. So yes, we have one stallion, and basically what a stallion is it's an ungelded male, right? So they are the only ones that can reproduce, they can breed, and you know, that's what classifies a stallion as a stallion. Are you gonna come back over, mister? Here, honey, you can have this. Do you want this?
Oh, he is sleepy.
Oh, it's nappy time.
He's yawning so much.
Okay, so let's discuss. I thought it'd be kind of cool to discuss the
Yeah.
role of a stallion in their natural herd setting. Now, as an equestrian person, as a horse person, if you're around horses, something that you need to understand are equine communication, body language, how they communicate, what they're communicating, and you also need to understand herd dynamics, very important. So in the wild, horses live in groups or herds. They're also called a harem or a band. And it usually consists of between 2 and 21 horses total. With, you know, it consists of several mares, their offspring, usually up to 5 years old, and anywhere between 1 and 6 stallions. So the highest ranking male in the band does most or all of the breeding with the mares and serves to protect the rest of the herd from any threats. So let's not confuse this role of stallion and higher ranking male as the lead horse in the band, however, because older mares may also assume that position as the highest ranking horse or the most dominant horse. So herd hierarchy seems to depend on age and ability to survive in challenging situations. So I thought that was pretty interesting when I was doing the research, that in a group, they will, you know, it's basically based on age and how well they can survive. The dominant stallion has priority over the mares in heat, and the dominant stallion will also be the one. Hi, buddy. Yeah, this would be your job. Yeah, come on over. He's deciding whether or not he wants to come back over. He wants to, but he's like, I don't know. Maybe it was the paper, or maybe it was a bug. It could have been a bug. The dominant stallion will also be the one to remove or drive out a filly or a colt from the group, and will sometimes steal mares from other groups. Now this sounds harsh,
Right.
but it's reality. It's how they live. It's how they survive. So most fillies and colts born into a group will remain in that group until they become sexually mature, usually at about 2 years old. So after maturation, the highest ranking stallion will chase them away from the herd. This is so that they learn how to be members of a herd.
Yes.
So colts and fillies that are not removed from the herd will usually leave on their own by age 5 when they're socially mature. So sexually mature at 2 and can reproduce on their own at 2. However, socially mature at around 5. So they will leave, go out on their own, and they'll join or establish their own bands. Young stallions that are removed from the original herds may remain on their own for a few months before joining other males, forming, sorry, I gotta stand up, bachelor herds. The most dominant individual of these bachelor stallions is usually the first to acquire a mare and start their very own band. And so the cycle continues, right, Nelson? He says, yes, this is how it works.
Yes.
And this would have been me. You would have made some gorgeous babies. Yes, you would have. Yeah, you want more cookies. You want more cookies? Here. See what I've got. Young fillies that are newly chased from their herds. Now, fillies are females. Okay, so young girls that are newly chased from their herds may choose to temporarily join a bachelor herd for protection. Aside from the bachelor phase, stallions are rarely alone. Right, buddy? Yeah. And if this occurs, the stallion is usually too old or otherwise unfit to join or maintain a band of their own. Right? Yes.
Oh,
I
did
don't know
you
if
see
you
that
saw
big
that.
fly
Big
right
bug
on his
landed
nose?
right on his muzzle.
Poor baby.
Those silly bugs. Silly bugs. Yeah, I think he's got a big bug right under his belly. I know, buddy. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I wish I could get it for you. So herd ranking in stallions is based mostly on, hey, that's my finger, mostly on their access to mares and fillies. Ranking among the mares is mainly determined by which mares can lead the herd. Hi, you're so cute. Lead the herd to resources like water or food, and or offer herd protection. When a band is moving together, the dominant female often leads at the front, while the dominant stallion follows behind to make sure that the mares and the foals are keeping up, which I think is so fascinating. Yeah, you're the protector. Yeah, you're welcome. You're so cute. You're a good boy. Now the licking and chewing is a good thing. He's releasing endorphins. Notice he's letting me get closer to him. Yeah. He's a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, what else can I say here? Ranking exists between individual horses as well as between the entire herds. So herds with multiple stallions are dominant over those with only one stallion, because the lower ranking stallions within a herd conduct most of the fighting that occurs between them in an attempt to steal mares for themselves. Herds that are occupying an area or using a resource like a water hole tend to keep it for a long period of time and keeping other bands away. So bands follow specific patterns, and they watch each other's behavior and read each other's body language. And they actually, being a horse person, I'm sure you all know out there, if you've ever seen a horse go over to fecal matter that's on the ground, it's because, just like dogs, it's telling them something. It's communicating something to them. So in the wild, they use patterns of fecal marking as a form of communication, which I thought was very interesting also. So if you ever wonder, I noticed with my own horse, sometimes we'll be in the arena or whatever, and she'll be, wandering on her own, and she'll go over and sniff a bucket, and I'm like, stop doing, a bucket of manure, and I'm like, what are you doing? And now I know it's because it's telling them something, just like dogs do. Do you like my arm? Does it smell good? Huh? Does it smell smell good?
Smell like horse muffins.
I think he's smelling the sunscreen, actually. I put sunscreen on my arm
Oh, smart.
because I burn very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he likes the smell of it. Not food, though. Sorry to say. It's not.
Oh, big yawn.
Oh.
Pedro's sleepy over here, too. I don't know if you can see, I was petting him and bunch of clumps of hair on the ground. Gonna need to bring out a brush later or something.
Yeah, right? He's like, you can do it some more. It felt
Do
good.
some more?
Oh, here comes a yawn.
Oh.
Oh, boy. So tired. Look at those ears.
It's time for an afternoon nap. You know?
I get
Might
it.
be.
I get it.
Oh, another one?
It seems like once they start, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Once you start, you can't stop. Oh my goodness, what a sleepy
Oh.
face. What a sleepy face. Are you gonna come say hi? Want to sniff the paper? No?
No, I don't want that.
Come on. Here you go, baby boy. Here you go, baby boy. Oh no, I think you guys don't know. I have a little bit left stuck in my pocket. Alright, I'll give you. Oh, it's the paper. Okay, I'll put the paper down. There we go. It's okay, buddy. Here, Pedro. Come here. Come here. Come on, Nelson. You're okay, bud. You're very lippy, Pedro. Very lippy.
Trying to get every last crumb.
So since we learned about stallions today and about herd dynamics, and I actually came across a quote, an Arabian proverb actually, that I really liked and reminded me of Nelson.
Ooh.
And it says, "The wind of heaven is that which blows between a horse's ears." Oh, donkey. All right, let's see if I can get poor Pedro to come back over. Or Nelson. I'll put my papers away. There's a lot of funny cartoons out there of things that horses get scared of easily. Paper happens to be one of them.
And usually it's like
Plastic bags.
little things. It's like the littlest movement.
Yep. Sometimes.
Like a little arm movement that you're not even thinking of, or a flick of paper in the wind. It is sometimes, or flies.
Yeah, or flies. It's just funny. Sometimes you just don't know.
Right.
You know, they think, you're going to come back over? They're
He's
so
like,
big.
he's like, I don't know.
They get so scared. I don't have anything. I gotta save this last piece for Nelson over here.
You know, their response, it's fight or flight. Flight. That's Nelson's response.
There, does that feel good, buddy? Huh? Oh, yeah, the lowering of the head. That feels so good. Look at those. I think he does have the biggest ears.
They are something
You
else.
have the biggest ears.
They really do look like big antennas when they move around as he's listening.
Buddy, you are so cute. You are.
He's like, oh.
All right, let's see if I can get Mr. Nelson to come over and say goodbye to everybody. Hey, bud, you want to come back over? He's like, you have those scary papers in your hand? Here. I'll walk this way.
Well, Pedro's coming. Pedro's like, okay,
Come on.
Hi, Pedro.
Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Can you go a little closer? A little bit. Get that bug. Here. Good boy. You did it. Oh, I see what's bothering him. You let me get it? I'll get it.
Is there a bug on him?
Go. There was a big fly.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we got it. All gone. All gone. I know, those darn bugs.
And
There's
we have-
some flies that are like that big.
Yeah, we have different methods for fly season to help, you know, keep the bugs away. But, you know, we've got fly spray, fly mats,
Yep.
things like that. If they're inside the stall, sometimes the fans help keep the flies away because it just blows them away. But, you know, some horses don't like those methods. They don't like the spray or the mask. So it's kind of like, all right, we just got to live with it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the summer.
I know, it's hard. And some will get fly masks, some don't tolerate fly masks.
Exactly.
So it's you know, it varies with each and every individual, but you know, we do our best, right?
Yeah.
We do our best. Oh, yeah, you are getting
Little lippy.
cheeky there, mister. Getting very brave. And what are you doing?
Same thing. He's like, I smell treats.
This one's just being very snuggle.
Oh.
Mister. You're getting fresh. All I have is a teeny crumb. That's all I've got. Here. You want that?
There we go.
Sorry, no more. You had more than he did, though. Yeah. Yeah, you guys. Something else. Something else you are. Does anybody have any questions for us out there? Excuse me. Excuse me. No, thank you. All gone. All gone. I know. Where's that bug, Nelson? Where's that bug? Huh? Oh, boy.
He's like, get it off me. I'm going to start running around again to get it off. He might.
Is that a bug? No, it's not a bug. I don't see any bugs.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about our wild boys, our sweet and sometimes shy wild boys here. Yeah. Is it time for a nap? Is that it? Is it time for a nap?
You're sweet. I want to say something about Nelson. Looking into his eyes, you know, I'm not staring into his eyes. You're not supposed to do that because
Right.
it's intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. He's got nice, soft, quiet eyes. Like, almost like when you look into his eyes, you're almost looking into his soul.
Oh, yeah.
Or he's looking into yours, maybe.
Oh.
You're beautiful. What are they saying? Hey, you. Stop that. What are they saying over there, Nelson? You know what they're saying? Mister. Oh, what is that? Mr. Pedro here, he has got the softest donkey fur.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes, you know, donkeys could have different variations to their fur. They could be a little hairy, they could be wiry, they could
A
be
little bit more coarse or
coarse.
soft. Mm-hmm.
He has very soft fur.
I don't know, it almost looks like he keeps hiding behind you.
Yeah, because he thinks he's going to get more treats. out of my
Right. He's like,
pocket.
this is where I smell them.
Yeah, but however, they're gone, so, well, you're not going to find any back there. He's like, darn, are you going to look too?
Ooh, I think there was a fly there.
Are you going to look? I don't have anything. No. You're going to lick? All right.
That works. That works.
Sorry, guys, no more. All gone. All gone. All right, everyone. Well, we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.